there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today's card is a Christmas card. It's very simple to make, but it's going to look very good indeed, and it's going to be quite spectacular. So I've got my card base, and I don't know if you can just about see it there. I've got the first piece which I'm going to be sticking on, and there's a little border around it, and I've just drawn a line at the bottom of this edge just to give me a guideline. And I have punched a 1/8 of an inch hole, probably about 4 millimeters, I guess that is, in the center of this area here. You're thinking, what on earth is she doing? I haven't lost my marbles yet. So I have other pieces ready to go. This piece is a snow bank. I've got a little bit of grey colour put on there, and 2 thin layers of foam. The foam I bought recently is extremely thin, which is great for a lot of things, but this one I needed a little bit thicker, so I put 2 layers on. The smaller piece, I've just put the 1 layer on. The first thing I'm going to do is start with this piece of the card, and this is where it gets really interesting. I have some lights. These are going to be threaded through from the inside of the card through this hole. You want to thread it through as far as the first light, because after that you can make the decision on how many you actually want. Here we go. Now, on the inside, now the great thing about this is that when the card season is over, someone can actually take this out and they can use it for whatever they so wish. You know, if they want to put some lights in a bottle or in a bedroom or wherever, they can use it as they want to. So take off backing on here, fold that little bit over, and so this here can be either wound up, around, whatever you like to do with it, and you can just stick it down with normal sticky tape. That's why you have that pencil line in place. You won't have to tape it absolutely everywhere, just enough to hold it in place while you put the cover on. I might well realistically have needed a thicker tape. However, I'm just going to go with what I've got at the moment. So just bear it in mind, you probably want a thicker tape than this one. This is a very, very thin tape, which in most circumstances is fine, but in this particular case it's probably just a little bit too thin. There we go. So yes, I could have done with a thicker tape on there. Okay. And a heavier duty card because mine's going to collapse. But you know, this is what you find out when you do little prototypes. So we have that, and then we have a switch on here, and we can switch on the lights, and you get this wonderful lit up card. Now, you could do this with a lot less lighting. I didn't want to actually cut my light string because I may well be using them for something else. But that is a nice, easy way of actually putting lights in a card. Now, if you want to, you can cover that with a panel. Would I bother? Probably not. And it's instantly obvious when someone opens the card what they are supposed to do, because you can actually see the mechanism there. So that is that bit done, and I have my panel to go on here. And then that one goes over the top, like so. So I've got a little bit of shadow in here, which makes it fairly obvious what I'm doing. Now I have 2 figures which I've done here. I've got one which is the straightforward print and cut, and I cut it out twice because my card was quite thin, And then I have another one here where I've actually added some glitter pen onto it as well. It's launching. Here's my finished card. In spite of the fact that it's made from card which is too light, and I squished a whole load of lights behind a very thin layer of foam tape, it's actually come out okay. So there we are, that's what the finished card looks like. I think it's pretty good, especially since it didn't take any wiring to do this. And I think most people would be very happy to receive a card like that. So there we go, that's my video for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.